While chairing the 11th meeting of the Interstate Council in New Delhi, Prime Minister Narendra Modi said centre and states should work together shoulder to shoulder. Union Home Minister Rajnath Singh also addressed the meeting. The meeting will focus on interstate relations, intelligence sharing, coordination of combating terrorism, insurgency, economic and social planning, among other issues. Coup attempt crumbles as rebel soldiers start surrendering in Turkey. President Recep Tayyip Erdogan says situation under control. Says minor opposition in Ankara will be overcome soon. Over 60 killed in the ongoing turmoil. India called upon all the sides in Turkey which has witnessed violence after an attempted military coup to support democracy and mandate of the ballot and avoid bloodshed. India has asked its nationals in Turkey to avoid public places and remain indoors until the situation becomes clearer in the backdrop of the attempted military coup. External Affairs Ministry also shared emergency helpline numbers for Indian nationals in Turkey. Reinstated Arunachal Pradesh Chief Minister Nabam Tuki will prove his majority on the floor of the House today. Acting Governor Tadhakata Roy had rejected Tuki's plea to defer the floor test by 10 days, saying that it was not possible to hold it at a short notice. Ousted Chief Minister Kalikopul claims the support of 43 MLAs in the 60-member assembly. India has completely and unequivocally rejected the decisions adopted by the Cabinet of Pakistan on the situation in Jammu and Kashmir. In a statement, External Affairs Ministry spokesperson Vikas Swarup said India dismayed at the continued attempts of Pakistan to interfere in our internal matters. He said continued glorification of terrorists makes it amply clear where Pakistan's sympathy continues to lie. Union Minister of Power Piyush Goyal has said electricity generation capacity in the country has increased by 46,000 megawatts in 2 years, registering 20% growth. Goyal said many power projects that stranded earlier by issues like environmental clearances and land acquisition were helped to start operations. He launched the green technology products developed by innovators in IIT Madras. In Assam, flood alert has been issued in 4 districts even as 80,000 population across the state was affected by rising waters of different rivers. State Disaster Management Authority issued alert for low flood situation in different revenue circles of Jorhat, Nagaon, Golaghat and Barpeta districts for the next 24 to 36 hours. At least 3 major rivers of the state including Brahmaputra were flowing over the danger level. Petrol price was cut by 2 rupees 25 paise a litre and diesel by 42 paise per litre, the second reduction in rates this month on global cues. Petrol will now cost 62.51 a litre in Delhi as compared to 64 rupees 76 paise per litre. Similarly, diesel will cost 54 rupees 28 paise per litre as against 54 rupees 70 paise. The driver of a lorry that killed 84 people in an attack in the French city of Nice has been confirmed as Tunisian Mohamed Lohaej Bohlel. Bohlel, a delivery man, had 3 children but had separated from his wife who was taken into police custody. French Prime Minister Manuel Valls said Bohlel was a terrorist without doubt linked to radical Islamism in one way or another. The US Congress has released a long classified section of the official report on the September 11th attacks that discussed potential links between some of the hijackers and Saudi Arabia, but said the links were not independently verified. 28 pages of the report on the 2002 investigation focus on potential Saudi links to the 2001 aircraft attacks on the United States, in which nearly 3,000 people died. United Nations has said Yemen's peace talks were expected to resume later today or the next day despite a threat by the government to boycott the negotiations. More than 2 months of negotiations between Hadi's Saudi-backed government and the rebels have failed to make any headway. US Secretary of State John Kerry said that Washington and Moscow had agreed on concrete steps to save the failing Syrian ceasefire. Kerry called for stepping up cooperation between the United States and Russia to thwart jihadist groups and revive the stalled Syria peace process. In Afghanistan, 62 militants and 7 security personnel have been killed during operations of the defense forces in various parts of the country. According to Afghan defense sources, the Afghan security forces conducted these operations in Paktika, Maidan Wardak, Ghazni, Kandahar, Farah, Badakhshan, Takhar and Helmand province. Aiming for his 7th knockout win in as many fights, local favourite Vijender Singh has admitted this would be the toughest test yet when he faces off against Australian Kerry Hope for the WBO Asia Pacific Super Middleweight Boxing Championship title in New Delhi today. India take 2-0 lead over South Korea in the opening day of Asia-Oceania Group 1 Davis Cup tie in Chandigarh. Rohan Bopanna and Leanda Pace will look to wrap up the tie when they face Hong Chong and Yeon Seong Chung today.